Well, Lisa, thank you for being here. I'd like to just start by having you introduce yourself, talk a little bit about who you are, what you studied while you were here, and your job.
Okay. My name is Lisa Williams, and I graduated from Kent Stark in May and with the Applied Communications degree. And I currently work for Stark County Court of Common Pleas as their program coordinator for Honor Court, which is a veterans treatment court for veterans that have found themselves in trouble with the criminal justice system and have felonies on their records, and we kind of help them connect to services and find their way through their probationary period after they've pled. So
after they pled? Oh, like
after they plead guilty.
Got it.
Yeah.
I don't speak court talk,
sorry.
So.
I have to watch because I do that all the time.
Sure.
So after they plead and come in, we kind of help them, and so I was in this position as I returned to school, and then it kind of developed into more of a coordinator position as I received my degree, and so it kind of moved me up within my current position.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about, because I think some of our students might be in a similar position where they're working one place, they'd like to stay at that place, but maybe advance in that career. Can you talk a little bit about what your boss thought about the degree that you were seeking? Was it something that she was familiar with, or did you have to explain what
I absolutely had to explain, especially the applied communication.
Yeah.
What I had to explain to her is how diverse the applied communication is, because you learn all the visual design stuff, and then you learn all of the other communication aspects of it. And I think what was good about how diverse the degree is that I was able to pull that into any job that I was in. And she was impressed with all the different areas that we specialized in like public speaking and things like that it enhanced what I was already doing, and she saw a big difference in my work product.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So then some more opportunities were sort of opened up.
Absolutely.
As a result. That's
Yeah.
great. Can you talk a little bit about the specific skills that you found, communication skills you found to be the most helpful for you in your job?
I think definitely the public speaking.
Yeah.
Because especially with the new program of the Veterans Treatment Court, there's only like 5 in Ohio right now, so it's a really new concept, and talk about having to explain something to people. It's a very new concept. It's a national initiative, so basically what we do is we go around and we try to get people more involved in the community. We have a whole mentoring aspect, so we go to different VFW posts, American Legion posts, and talk about Honor Court and try to recruit mentors. So public speaking was one of the biggest. Effective communication speaking, high impact speaking that I took with Professor Waite was extremely helpful in that.
Right.
And selling myself to my boss also.
Sure.
We learned a lot in that class on how to sell yourself, on doing a resume and telling them, look, I can do these things. Because it took a little convincing for me to say, okay, I can do this. I can be the program coordinator on top of my normal job as well. So I think that aspect was huge, and any of the writing classes, obviously. Working in the court system, some of the diversity classes like gender communication, working with different ethnicities, working with different genders, dealing with all kinds of different people that come in and out of the court. That was extremely helpful too, I think, to help you understand people better.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Any advice for someone who's maybe just picking this major, or maybe what about the student who's just about to be done and is job searching?
I think either way, my advice would be to look at how diverse, especially in applied communication, and really any communication degree is, and as opposed to maybe some other degrees that aren't so diverse. And if you were to tell me that I was going to be a program coordinator for a veterans treatment court with an applied communications degree, I would have never thought of that.
Right.
So I guess whether you're in a position and you want to make the best of it, or move up and advance where you're at, or if you're looking, or even if you're just trying to figure out what you want to do, just keep your mind open, because things come up. And especially with a communications degree, it's so you can do so many things with it that you're really not that limited.
Yeah.
So
I think that's a really good thing about the degree, but I think sometimes it scares students too. You know, the idea of like, well, what jobs can I get? And so that's why, you know, we wanted to bring you in to talk about the things that you're doing. So we really appreciate you being here, and I hope that your story is helpful, you know, to our current students or our recent graduates who are looking for jobs as well. So thank you.
Thank you.